what's crazy is leading up to him coming out was a bunch of openers or his friends, but everyone else I interacted with. So Brian Simpson came out and he said something about like, oh, no one loves me or no one finds me something. And I said, I love you, Brian. Or I said, we love you, Brian, because I was with a friend, Tiffany, who's another comedian. And we are like, we love you, Brian. He's like, who said that? And I was like, me. He goes, oh, you bad. And he pointed at me. So it wasn't trans related, which was fun. And he left the stage, and then I think it was James McCann that came out afterwards, and he said something about trans people or something. And I was like, oh, that's me. I forget how it got on to me, but then he's like, oh, you're the one Brian's obsessed with or something. And I was like, yeah, yeah. And then Tony Hinchcliffe came out, and he of course recognized me in the front row. Of course you're up front. He's like, you're that weirdo who signs up for my show and sits in the front row of my comedy shows instead of sitting in the back like a normal person. He's like, but you're doing it for the attention, which is probably why you transitioned in the first place, which was really funny. And then Shane Gillis came out afterwards, and he said something about trans, and I didn't say anything. I just gestured because he was like something trans and looked towards me, and I was just like, and I went, yeah. And so I didn't say anything. I just pointed at myself and smiled. And he goes, yeah, nice. And I was like, and he's like, I know you are. He's like, I was back there. I could hear you. He's like, but don't worry, this isn't to be mean. This is fun. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, whatever. But it was just funny. So Shane Gillis acknowledged me, Brian Simpson, James McCann, Tony Hinchcliffe. And then I asked my question to Joe Rogan.